Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Evolution, the World's Sacred Device. I'm Nye, that's Mako, and we're in the middle of the Heavens Ruins. That's an eye potion. I don't want it, but it's there.
I was gonna say, not all that useful, is it?
Not really. Blindness. Which, you know, comes up once in a blue moon. Okay, we're still not gonna use that ability, because there's no point. Like, it's so weird to have Mag not killing things in one hit. Kind of off-putting, to be honest. It's like there's a fundamental thing about my knowledge of the universe, and it's gone.
Now we'll have Mag up and murdering people again in no time.
Oh, he's still murdering people. Don't get me wrong. He's still murdering people. It's not fast enough. Great. What are you wearing? The bug attraction spray? Everything wants to kill him. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Okay, well, what's in this chest? Hand parts? Ancient Eye. It's kind of an interesting name for a thing. Let's use nail and gold. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Ancient Eye. I'm assuming that's an equipment. Probably an accessory. Nope. Head? Oh, a strange ancient device that releases light and blocks ability. Oh, okay, it's a non-use item. So, worthless. Worthless. It's a shame. Had a really cool name for an item I'm never going to use. It always sucks when that happens. No, don't bite me! Mag's just like, eh. Oh well, I got bitten.
I'll come back and murder you all.
Poison, eh. Gray's just like, you know what? Critical hit. You hit Mag. I must hit you back. And smack comes linear. Mag's just so excited every time we kill enemies. He really wants to kill enemies. He really loves killing enemies. It's part of his childhood. It's how he grows up.
That's one pretty twisted childhood there.
Well, no one said he was just a kid. Remember, his dad kind of just vanished a couple years back. Hasn't been back since. Dropped some girl on him.
Yeah, A+ parenting material there.
And not to mention, the debt that the child is forced to partake of child labor, investigating dangerous ruins filled with monsters and death traps, in order to pay off the debt that his father left him. He's had a wonderful childhood. He also has to use experimental machinery attached and grafted to his body. Well, apparently it's a blindness potion. So he's been blinded now. Ooh, ice hand parts. So worthless. At least it gave me the hand parts. Didn't give me the one I wanted though. The ice hand parts are the same as the fire hand parts I have right now. Just 3 skills. One's 2 are damage, and the third one says that if an enemy is weak to that element, so if it's an enemy that's weak to ice, they'll be stunned for a round. The problem is you can't equip hand parts in battle, so you just have to kind of get lucky. Which, I mean, if you're in, say, this is the plant and, the plant matter dungeon. So fire is going to be the weakness here, I think.
I would have thought that planning ahead would also sort of help in that scenario.
Yeah, so if you know what the dungeon you're in is weak to, because most enemies will be weak to the same thing, you can kind of plan ahead and, equip the right thing. But it's still, it's such a useless thing. It really is. It's, hand parts will trump it 100% of the time. What's in this? A fire cape. I want that. I don't know what it is, and I want it.
Well, call me crazy, but I'm willing to bet that increases resistance to fire.
Or it's an appraisal item. Or it's a cape made of fire. We also picked up another portrait. Protects against fire. There you go. Defense drops by 30 points to increase evasion and agility. Nope.
Might have been useful a little while ago, but not now.
During, say, the fire dungeon. Okay, we're on floor 8, and we just hit the new style. Hey, look, it's a quick speed. That thing that I didn't use last time when it would have been useful. We're gonna throw away that. And that. And that. And that. I really need to start using the on-use items. Maybe I can have Linear do that during this battle. What is that thing doing with its head? That thing that it does just before it gets attacked.
Unfortunately, I don't get the fidelity enough to sort of see what it's actually doing.
It's not important. Okay, let's use a fireball. Well, let's use that on them. Kaboom. The one thing I will say about the balls is that they do a fair amount of damage. But that's also because the enemies happen to be weak against that element. So, I mean...
It's just not an RPG if you're not abusing the elemental system.
It's just not an RPG if you're actually using items. That's not true. I just played Skies, and that's all I used. In RPGs, it's like, items or magic. Choose one. In this game, it's magic. Well, I read someone comment that Evolution is one of the games where it's like, screw magic, why do we need it? Because at no point does it actually follow a magic system. You know? It's...
Where was... It's also, like, a lot of RPGs hardwired into your head, you know, hang on to these items.
Yeah. And Evolution's just like, nope, throw these away, we don't want these.
Now, I remember when I played, was it Rogue Galaxy will break you of your item hoarding like nothing else.
Because you use items for everything.
Well, not just that, but if you aren't popping heal potions like candy, you're doing it wrong.
I never finished that game, I need to.
It takes forever to finish, but I was going to say the payoff's worth it, but I'm not entirely sure it is.
It's not the destination, it's the journey.
That's true.
So we're just gonna squish because I really don't feel like doing that fight.
I can fully support any game that, you know, lets you do more with that degree of complexity. That, and I love level 5.
Yeah, level 5 is fantastic. Just everything they do.
Ni no Kuni.
Yes, Ni no Kuni. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
God, I have to finish that.
We picked up a cooling bandana. Is it better than this one? Nope. Protects against Berserk. I actually, I gotta go see what the LP rights are for Ni no Kuni. If it's open to LP, I will totally do it. Because I have a love affair with that game.
I have this thing with a lot of major RPGs where I'll get to like the first wall and then I'll just get screamed to a halt. Well, not the first wall, but sort of, I'll hit a wall and I'll scream to a halt.
Ni no Kuni shouldn't do that to you, though. Because the game...
Just after you get the boat.
The game encourages you... Oh, it's because you went to the wrong place.
No. The just after you get the boat and you get attacked by... thing that I won't talk about because that would technically be spoilers.
Oh! I remember. Yeah, I remember the thing. You have to learn the new skill, or maybe no, not the new skill. The game introduces you to a new mechanic at exactly that point.
This is I think just before what you might be thinking. Like it's a survival battle.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Gotta get used to using defend. But no, I know the exact event you're talking about, and
yeah.
Now I know the one in question. It's a thing.
It's the same thing. Like I have tried several times to finish the original Xenogears, and I have never managed to finish it. I've almost finished it, but I've never finished it.
Well, Ni no Kuni, the game encourages farming very much. The game says, you know what, if you want to farm, we're kind of all for it, and in fact, here, let us show you why you should farm. So, not to mention that if you go and farm, you can do the more Pokemon catching, and the more you have, the more the game kind of rewards you. So that's how you kind of get past that point. You're encouraged to do all the side quests as fast as you can, do all the bounties as they come up, do all the side quests as they come up, and that kind of helps you get past that point. But yeah, you're in terms of Ni no Kuni, you're just a baby. Like, you're 20% in.
I know, it's just sort of, like I said, I'll hit that first sort of, I know several people will sort of hit that point and just sort of run up against a wall.
It's a shame, because that game is really, really good. They did a lot of really excellent things with it.
Didn't hurt that they got Ghibli to help with that.
Mm-hmm. And there's rumors of Ni no Kuni 2.
I could get behind that.
You gotta do the first one first. Ni no Kuni's really notable, partly because of the history of it. It started out as a DS game, which is that's why it seems to when you play through the game and you see the spell book, that's why the spell book has all of those patterns in there.
Yeah, originally you
drew them, and which was a cool mechanic. I was kind of expecting them to do the same thing with the PlayStation Move, and I was mildly disappointed that they didn't. But they had a single ending in mind when they did the DS game. Well, when the idea came up to do a PS3 game, they decided that ending was not the proper end point for the game, and they extended it by another 12 to 20 hours. So there's this distinct point where I was playing the game, and I beat whatever boss it was, and then I went, well, that was a good final boss. I'm really happy. I felt the game sort of finalized itself. It feels like there's room for a sequel they were aiming for, and that was it. And so I'm watching this cutscene, I'm going, yeah, this is a really good final cutscene, I'm happy, and wait, what? And then all of us, no, seriously, that's what it is. That was a great game, and wait, what? And then all of a sudden, the game drops plot twist on you, and all of a sudden 20 more hours of gameplay show up out of nowhere. Which solves that whole I was expecting there to be a sequel thing. And then, so I beat the game, but from what I understand, yes, I beat the game, but if you don't do the post-game content, you haven't actually seen the ending. Which, I really like that idea of, by the way, you have to beat the game essentially 3 different times to get the actual ending. And the final time, from what I understand, it's basically boss rush mode.
Oh, God.
Well, when I say boss rush mode, I mean you're fighting one boss, then you're traveling to the next area to fight the next boss. You're playing Shadow of the Colossus, the RPG. That's basically what it is. Like, you're just going to hit boss after boss after boss, and every time you kill a boss, you get another piece of whatever the puzzle is that you're solving. But I didn't do that because I didn't know about that. By the time I learned about that, I had kind of not lost my interest, but it had been long enough since I had beaten the game that I would have to actually play it again to actually get the enjoyment out of it. But I was a hugely into that game. I got it when it first came out and did not put it down until I beat it. I'm
trying to think what happened. I'm trying to think what else was out at the time that might have caught my interest when I got hit the wall and took it away. I think Yakuza the next Yakuza would have come out around that time.
Dead Souls, maybe, yeah.
Oh God, Dead Souls. Yeah, that would have done it. I picked up Dead Souls was one of those ones I picked up, and I didn't stop playing for like 4 days straight. So.
Well, the only problem with a Ni no Kuni LP, if I'm able to, I have to check the rights on that because some people are okay with it, some people are not. The only problem with it is that game is long as hell. I mean, Skies of Arcadia took me 62 episodes to beat at half an hour an episode. And that was roughly 50 hours of gameplay altogether, maybe 55. If
Probably
you
going to go into the triple digits.
Well, no, Ni no Kuni took me 80. That was the, or well, maybe it was 60, I can't remember. Because I remember beating that first boss and getting to the first ending, and I think I was at 40 to 45 hours of gameplay. And I remember saying to myself, you know, it was shorter than I expected, but this is a good place to stop. I don't feel as if it was too short. And then the second ending, maybe it was at 60 to 65 hours. But I remember saying, okay, that was a little bit more like it. But I also remember I farmed a lot because I was doing, I forget what I was doing. I was doing something or other, and I was farming a lot, so that also extended the gameplay. Also having to find certain familiars to do certain quests. So perhaps
catching the specific familiars is really what seems to take a lot, the longest for most people.
So I wouldn't. I think it would. Maybe now that I know exactly where to go and exactly what to do, it would work a lot better. I don't know. I'd be interested, though. That game is really, really damn good. Let's see. How are we doing? Well, everybody needs a heal, but apart from that, so I'm just going to completely ignore that because, you know, I don't heal my party. That doesn't happen. They can suck up or get out. Let's see. There's another treasure chest. Hand parts. Oh, I've got a leather jacket. I can look like a badass. Can I get a whip, too? Then I can be Indiana Jones. And we'll put that whip in the hand. Okay, is the leather jacket actually worth it? Hunter jacket, leather jacket, lowers evasion by 12, but increases defense by 12? Nah, I like evasion. This is probably the exact wrong way to build. You know? To go evasion but not defense. That sounds like a really bad idea.
Yeah, like I said, it's the sort of the glass cannon ideal. You get a lot of power, but it's going to come back to bite you eventually.
Well, it's not even power. It's I'm choosing evasion over defense. It's not power. I'm saying I'd rather dodge it than mitigate it. But the problem is if I don't dodge it, I take a lot of damage. So I don't know if it's the right idea or not. I don't feel like fixing it, but I mean that's the end. That's the end result right there. I really don't feel like fixing it. I think we're gonna have to do Spirited Peak.
What, right now?
Possibly. He needs to do something. He's got 9,000. You know what? Oh, you know what? Shoot that thing. Well, Spirited Peak is Gray's squish. Like, that's how he squishes. What's your next present type? Exploding box? Well, we need to use this because, yeah, we need to use that because she's at 9,000 too. So we're going to use Exploding Box. The box on this one looks so freaking weird. Because it's just, look, it's all stretched out and everything.
It does look pretty weird.
It has a very weird look to it. Well, we killed one of the flies. And Mag takes even more damage. And Mag takes even more damage. Mag... I might have to squish. I might have to use the super squish. I don't want to use it now. We're gonna use Zap Baby Zap just because I can. This is what it does. This is all it does. So evidently the bug on the left got surprised, so he won't move during his next turn because he's surprised. But the other two, the Big Ben and the Mosquito, aren't weak to lightning, so they don't get affected at all.
Feel like a bit of a cop-out.
Yep. And I can Thunder Shield, but that's, you know... Let's insecticide that thing.
I still get a kick out of the animation for that.
Yeah. And the bug's just like, oh no, 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 no! Dead.
Cough, cough, cough. Wheeze, dead.
Yeah, that's... What's our next present? Give me power! steal half FP from an ally.
And that's Linear's skill, huh?
Yep.
Pairing that up with the give FP seems a bit overpowered.
Well, it's steal half FP, give half FP, so I'm not quite sure how powerful it actually is. I think it ends up being, you know, like if you're running like Chain or someone, like if you're stealing FP from Mag because he's on auto attack mode, and you're giving it to someone like say Gray who's AoEing all the time, or vice versa, then maybe it might be something worth a damn, but nah. Let's see. Spelled. Anger spell? No. Present type? No. Music type? Dubious tone. Block all skill? Present type. Exploding box on that rank. Hopefully this will kill someone. I don't know. We're starting to get longer floors now. Have you noticed?
Yeah, it's gotten up there now. But, well,
I mean, part of it very specifically is the it's the battles. The battles we're not killing so fast.
yeah, and those are just dragging out there.
Okay, it's time for Super Squish.
Oof.
This is the squish skill. The best squish skill. Ready? Mag pulls out Super Saiyan Fist. Thud. Squish. That's it. That's the skill.
Flat.
And everybody takes lots of damage. That's it. That is the super gigantic skill. It also costs a crap ton of FP, so I will almost never use it because 9 times out of 10, dive is better. You found a broken helmet, but you can't hold anymore. The hell I can't. Herb. Give me that broken helmet. And jump on the rat. And speaking of diving, dive. Like, dive punch is 46 FP, and it will probably kill all these enemies. If not, it will leave them mostly ready for Gray to mop up. On the other hand, Giant Knuckle costs like 72, and it will kill everybody, but it costs 72. It's almost double for basically the same effect. Linear, can you actually hit things, please? Please? I mean, I don't ask you to do much in this party. You're kind of just tagging along. She's terrible. She really is. She's leeching. I have to talk to the
No,
lead
I'm
about
sure
that.
she's a perfectly good carry.
God, if Linear could carry. One of these days, I should probably do that. Set up the game one day so Linear's the best character. Flaming Raptor boosts fire-based attack resistance. Well, that would have been useful in the last dungeon. Not so much here. Yeah, let's keep on exploring. What do we got?
Have we actually had a visual change yet? I'm not sure I've noticed one.
We did. It happened about 3 floors ago. It wasn't an incredibly overt thing. But nope, there definitely was one. And Linear is now asleep. Way to go, Linear. Falling asleep on the job. I love how as you watch, like, as people move back into the queue, they take they jump in, they cut ahead of other enemies. So, you know, you're sitting there going, I'm gonna go. Oh, this bastard just jumped in front of me, and you know he's gonna kill me now. What chance do I have if he's, you know, cutting in front of me all the time? Why are these things called specklers? Where the hell did that name come from?
That
Linear,
one's beyond me.
I'm not asking you to do much, but for the love of God, could you actually hit an enemy? She's having a tremendous amount of trouble actually connecting an attack. The enemies can do it. The boys can do it. So what is it about Linear and her chosen weapon which just does not connect? Seriously! Like Gray,
She's probably kind of too afraid to sort of hurt things.
like Gray is actually sniping the eyeballs out of the mosquitoes, and Mag is just squish. But Linear, she just seems content to never do anything to assist the party.
Well, you know. Oh God, excuse me.
Get rid of all that because I don't need any of that. Nail and gold, hand parts, purifying potion. That like the exact opposite end of the spectrum of what I want. You could not
One day
get.
you'll find them.
You could
One day
not
you'll
get.
find them.
Actually, there's a chance that I will never find them because they're not guaranteed by any means.
Hey, I'm trying to give you hope here.
Unfortunately, I know a little bit too much about this game and the way the drop rates are. I'm actually astonished at the amount of stuff we have already gotten. Because that's, like, we've gotten a lot of stuff so far.
Well, it was pretty nice to you last round.
Yeah, that's, like, it was like getting, hey, get ready, you're gonna get punished later, so you better enjoy this now. Come on. Attack. Ooh, whoa! Hey, Mag, would you like to suddenly become more powerful? Here, have an attack booster plus 33.
Holy crowly moly.
I would still prefer to have my hand parts, to be honest with you, but... Trekking shoes.
I was going to say, forget the hand
Defense
parts.
increased, agility increased. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, no. Don't get me wrong. Attack boost plus 33 is really good, but I really want the hand parts. Because at the end of the day, you know what? We're doing it. Spirited Peak. Gray's gonna squish. This is how Gray handles this. Notice he moves to the back this time. And now he maintains. He holds it and goes, look inside my head.
You go squish now.
No, seriously. They go squish now. He dealt 1,000
Ouch.
damage to one of them. Like, Gray is... Oh, also the other thing about that also increases enemy wait time.
As if they live that long.
Well, for bosses. It is a very good anti-boss skill. Would you guys stop going first? Please. Like, seriously, I'm killing every enemy. We're not exactly under-leveled. Could you assholes stop going first? Okay, Gray. Spirited Peak. Notice how much it costs, though.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. This is
Pull
an
that off a maximum.
expensive skill.
Pull that off a maximum of twice.
Pretty much. I mean, there's a reason why it's so expensive, though. Because it's kind of just ridiculous good. Thud and thud. And there goes another. He dealt a total of like 4,000 damage combined. Gray is out damaging Mag right now.
That should not be.
Like, there's something wrong when the butler is out damaging the kid with the giant fist. Yeah. Yeah. Well, ladies and gents, apparently at this point we have run out of words, so we're going to stop this episode here. We'll catch you guys next time, as we will probably maybe reach the boss. I'm not so sure. We're on floor 10 right now. I expect to have to go to floor 16. So we'll see you guys later.